Hello everyone. Now after completing our sixth exercise, we have to start our miscellaneous exercise. So in miscellaneous, we have to solve only selected question. So the question which I will solve, okay, the question which I will solve, only that question you have to do. Fine. And apart from that, no question will come in your exam. Only these questions you have to try. Okay. Now see, here is your first question. So here set A is given to you, and when you will do the middle term splitting of this, you will get 206. These are the solution of this equation. That means your A will be 2 comma 6. So these are the elements of set A. And similarly, B set is given to you, C set is also given, and D set is given. Now we have to find out the subset of the following sets. So from this data, we can see that D is a subset of A because 6 is coming in A. Okay, so D is a subset of A. Similarly, D is also a subset of B because this 6 element, all the element of D are coming in B. So that's why we can say that D is a subset of B. Similarly, 6 is also coming in C. Here all the element of set D are coming in set C. So D is also a subset of C. Got it? Now after that, A is a subset of B because all the elements of A are coming in B. So we can write this. And B is a subset of C because all the elements of B are coming in C. Okay. So these are the answer of question number 1. Got it? Now here the question number 13 is given to us. In this question, now I'm reading the question number 13. Okay. In a survey of 600 students in a school, okay, total number of students are 600. Okay, surveyed students are 600. 150 students were found to be taking tea. So I'm representing the symbol T to the total number of students taking tea, that is 150, and number of students taking coffee, that is 225. This data is given to us, and 100 were taking both the coffee and tea. So here the intersection between T and C is given, which is 100. Got it? This is the given data, and we have to find out how many like neither tea nor coffee. And we so that means what? The total, that is N union, which is given to us, which is 600. This is not a T union C. Okay, because in the total numbers, some students who doesn't like tea and coffee, so this union cannot be equals to your T union C. Okay, so they cannot be equals to union. Fine. So here what I am doing, I'm just writing the formula. Okay, so after that you have to calculate this first. NT is given to you, NC is given, and intersection between T and C is given. After calculating this, your answer would be 275. So 275 is the number of students who like at least one of the two drinks. It may be tea or it may be coffee. Fine. So the number of students who doesn't like tea and coffee, that is total survey was 600. So minus 275, that would be 325. So this is a number of student who doesn't like tea or coffee. Got it? Okay. I think this question is clear. Now the next question is question number 14. let me adjust the next page first. So here is a question number 14. So let me read this question. Just wait. The question number 14. In a group of students, 100 students can know a Hindi. That NH, that means 100 students can speak Hindi language. And 50 students can speak English language. And the number of students who can speak both the language, that is 25. Okay. And how many students are there in the group? And we have to find out total number of students in a group. So, and one more statement is given to us, that is each of the student know either Hindi or English. That means what? There is a no case of student who doesn't speak Hindi or English. Okay, so everyone are speaking Hindi or English or both. Fine. So this is the formula for this formula, you know it very well, and I'm just putting the value here. After putting the H union E, you will get 125. So this is the total number of students. Okay. So this was your question number 14. Now question number 15. This is also an important question. See, in question number 15, in a survey of 60 people, okay, total number of people who surveyed was 60. It was found that 25 can read newspaper H, 26 can read newspaper T, and 26 can read newspaper I. Okay, and the number of students who are reading H and I both, that is 9, H and T both, that is 11, T and I, that is 8, and number of people who can read all the 3 papers, that is 3. So this is your given data, and what we have to find out, the number of people who read at least one of the newspaper. And second part is the number of people who read exactly one newspaper. So first part we are solving the mean of what is the mean of the statement? At least one of the newspaper. That means you have to find out the union between all the 3. Okay, this union you have to find out, this one. So I'm just writing the whole formula here, and I'm just putting the value. NH is 25 and T is 26 and I is 26. H intersection T is given 9, T intersection I is given, H intersection is I is given 11 and 8, and this is given plus 3. So after solving you will get 52. So this is the answer of your first part. Okay, is it clear? If you have doubts you can ask. Okay, here I'm solving the second part of this question. Okay, so here NH means A plus D plus G plus F, the sum of all the 4 this value. So NH equals to A plus D plus G plus F. Okay, so here NH is, the value of NH is given to us, which is 25. Okay, and you have to copy the same variables. Okay, now after this I'm putting, this is your equation number 1. Okay, and similarly your NT will be D plus D, B plus D plus G plus E. So here it is, or your value of T is 26. So this is your second equation. Okay, and similarly NI means C plus F plus G plus E. Okay, and NI is given, which is 26. So this is your equation number 3. Okay, and value of 3 is G is 3, which is given to us. Okay, now H intersection is given to us, which is G plus F. Okay, and the value of H intersection I is 9, and value of G is given, which is 3 plus F. So from this you will get the value of F, that would be 6, and H intersection T, which is given to you 11. So H intersection T, that would be D plus G, that is equals to 11. So value of G is given to us, which is 3. So when you will subtract 3 from 11, you will get 8. So value of D is 8. Similarly, T intersection I, that is equals to 8. This is given to us. So T intersection I means G plus E. So value of G is 3. So E will be 5. Okay. So here we have calculated the value of F, D and E. Okay, from the first equation, I'm copying the first equation here, and I'm putting the values. So after copying the first equation, we have to put the values of the variable, that is D, G and F, and after putting the value, I will get this value. I will get this equation. Okay, and after solving, you will get the value of A, which is coming out to be 8. Okay, so the number of students who read only newspaper H, that is 8. Okay, so see, here I'm copying the equation number 2. So here is equation number 2, and I'm just putting the value of D, G and E, and I will get the value of B. So here is the value of B, which is 10. Okay, so B is what? Number of people who read only newspaper T. And here I'm copying equation number 3. So here it is. Okay, so here I'm putting the value of F, G and E. So these values are given to us, that's why I'm putting. So you will get the value of C. So value of C is coming out to be 12. Got it? Now we C is the people who read exactly newspaper I. Okay, so we have to find out the sum of all the people who read only one newspaper, exactly one newspaper. This is we have to find out. Okay, so here to find this, we need to find the sum of A plus B plus C. So when you will put the value of A, B, C, you will get 30. So this is the required answer. Okay, so this is how we can solve this question. Practice it at least 2 or 3 times so that you can understand the concept. Okay, bye bye, take care bacho. Now we have to solve question number 16, which is the last question of your miscellaneous exercise. Okay, the question is, I'm reading this question. In a survey, it was found that 21 people like product A. So I'm representing NA, that is equal to 21. Okay, and the 26 like product B. So NB will be 26. And 29 like product C. So here NC is 29. 14 like product A and B. 12 like product C and A. And 14 like product B and C. And 8 like all the 3 products. So A intersection B intersection C is equals to 8. Okay, so here we have to find the number of how many like product C only. So here we have to find out the number of people who like product C only. That means this C we have to calculate. Okay, so here this intersection is given to us, which is A intersection B intersection C, which is your G. Okay, so this value is equals to 8. This is given to us, and here in this Venn diagram, NA is this circle and NB representing this circle, and NC is representing with this circle. Okay, so here A intersection B. A intersection B means what? D plus G. So D plus G, A intersection B is given, which is 14. and d plus g, d plus value of g is 8, so d will be 6. Okay, and here C intersection A is given to us, which is 12, and C intersection means what? C intersection A means F plus G. So here this is equals to F plus G. The value of this is given to us, which is 12, and F is not given. Value of G is given to us, which is 8. So you will get the value of F. So F will be 4. Okay. Now B intersection C will be G plus E. G plus E, this is given, which is 14. G is 8 and E we have to calculate. So after calculating, you will get G is equals to 6. E is equals to 6. Okay. Now for your NC, this whole will be C plus E plus G plus F, C plus F plus G plus E. Okay, NC is given 29, C is not given, C we have to find out. Okay, F is given, F you have calculated, that is 4. G is given, E value of E is 6, so you have to put all the values, and after solving you will get C is equals to 11. Okay, so this is your required answer. Got it? Now this chapter is completed now. Okay, from miscellaneous you have to do only these questions. Okay, rest of the question are not coming, will not come in your periodic test. Don't worry about that. But the question we have done in the class, we have done in the class, each and everything you have to do. Okay, okay, bye bye, take care. Next chapter which we will start, that would be trigonometry. Okay, ready for that. Bye bye.